Hey guys, it's Amber, and for today's video I wanted to do a story time slash vlog about me getting my license. So the story time will be about me actually not getting my license because I do not have my license yet. It's Tuesday today and tomorrow will be Wednesday. My second driver's test is going to be tomorrow, so hopefully I pass that one. But I wanted to do, I thought it was pretty funny that I didn't pass. I was pretty mad too, but I thought I'd do a story time about me not getting my license. So the day I did my test was on a Tuesday, and that was probably like a month ago, I think. Yeah, I think it was a month ago, and my appointment was at, I think, 11 or 12. So we left around 10 and my mom let me drive there. And yeah, everything was cool. We got there, no problems. And actually, so I've only been to the DMV twice, one to get my permit and then the second time was for that appointment to get my license. And so when we got, both times that I went, the DMV was is never packed for me, and I feel like I always hear people talking about how they wait there for hours, or I've seen in movies where it's everybody hates the DMV because you have to wait for so long, and I feel like I didn't wait that long. I think I waited 30 minutes, which sounds long, but I don't know, the time passed really fast for me. So yeah, when we got there, we told her I had an appointment for a driver's license, and so she was like, yeah, I'll give you a ticket number thing, and she gave me this paper form thing. I'm sure everybody knows, if you're taking a driver's test, you know what I'm talking about. It has all the stuff that you would do, that you're gonna, that you could possibly do on the test, and so yeah, I passed the time with just studying that, and trying to get it in my head. I mean, obviously I knew all the stuff. Well, probably not, since I failed, but I was just studying that to pass the time. And then they called my number, and I thought that I was gonna take my test immediately. They called me, it was time for taking my test, but actually we went to this booth thing, and the lady was just asking for all of my information and stuff, and showing her my permit and everything. And I just took my picture and I gave her all the information and stuff, and then she told me to sit back down, and I was like, okay, really? I have to because I was already mentally prepared. I was like, okay, they called my number, okay, I'm getting ready, and then she ended up just being okay, go sit down, and I was like, cool. So then, I sat down, we waited for maybe 5 minutes or even less than that. Then my driver instructor, she was a lady actually. And, she came, she was I wouldn't say she was old, but I wouldn't say she was young. She wasn't 60s old, maybe 40. She looked kind of 40s or 50s. She didn't look that old. But yeah, so I had her, and then she was just hey, come with me, we're gonna get in your car. And we got to the car, and I was just standing by the car because I got there first. I was just standing there and then she came up when she got up to where we were, she was like, okay, get in the car and turn it on. And I was like, oh, sorry. And I was so nervous. But okay, so I was nervous, everybody's a little nervous, but low key, I was really I felt very confident, And I was like, you know what, I feel like I know what I'm doing, and I'm so gonna pass this, which of course I didn't, but I felt super confident. I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna pass this thing. But yeah, anyway, I was just super nervous, and I was some of the stuff that she was saying was going through one ear and out the other, low key, so hopefully this time I don't do that. And it was just because I was nervous. So it was I don't know, I would just take little things about what she would say and try to do it. I don't know. Oh my gosh, how many times can I say I don't know? I don't know. So then, she told me to do the usual stuff where she was okay, do your blinkers and your hazards and all that stuff, and the brakes. And then it was time to get in the car, and she was like, okay, turn on the AC, and I was like, okay. And I turned off the music, and Then she started putting up all this like technology stuff on top of my car and like plugging stuff in. And I don't even know what that, I think it was like a camera or something. And then, you know, she had her little clipboard and then she told me to back out. And honestly, I'm not very good at parking or anything to do with parking, which is bad because I should be confident in that. But that wasn't one of the things that I failed on, weirdly enough. But yeah, I was so nervous for that kind of stuff. But thank Jesus, their parking lot, like all of their parking spots were like slanted. I guess they were slanted. And to me, slanted parking is so much more easier than just straight in parking. So backing out was really easy for me. And then, you know, we kind of started the course. And then the first thing we did was we parked, I think. And so she just had me park in, and again, it was like a slanted thing, which was so easy for me. So I, you know, there was cones or whatever. And I parked fine. But, so this is the beginning of when I started to fail. So she asked me the hill question, which I'm sure everybody knows what that is. But if you don't, it's like, if you're on a hill, then which way would you face your wheels? Like, what do you do on a hill? Like, how do you put your car? And I had sat there the night before, the day of, like, I was spending as much time trying to memorize, like, everything. Like, I had made acronyms and everything. So that I could remember, like, uphill, downhill, no curve. Like, I was memorizing all of that. And, you know, I had that down. But I guess, like, again, I'm super nervous. I, like, through one ear out the other. And so when she asked the question, like, I guess I didn't answer properly. I don't guess, like, I didn't answer properly. And she told me at the end, you know, when she tells you all your mistakes, she was like, you didn't say literally, like, you're supposed to say literally every step. And I was like, I mean, technically I should have gotten it right, because I said, you know, which way to turn the wheels and that you need to put your hazards on. She was like, no, you have to make sure you say to turn off the car. And I was like, I thought that was just like a common sense thing, like I need to say it, but I guess it was common sense that you had to say it. But yeah, that was the first thing that I failed so beautifully on. Then we left and we finally got out of the parking lot and we went out into the streets, and then like the streets are like, it wasn't, I don't know how to explain it. It was like kind of like neighborhood streets, like, you know? So it was really skinny, like nobody was really around, and you know, there was just kind of houses. Okay, I'm sorry if I moved or something looks different, because the camera turned off in the middle of what I was saying. I don't even remember what I was saying. So we were backing up. So then when we were backing up, I kind of moved the wheel because I didn't want to like hit the curb, so I was moving away from the curb. I don't know which way that would be. But yeah, I was moving away from the curb kind of while I was backing up. But I did fine, and she was like, stop, and she was like, all right, good. Then she was like, okay, so we need to start 3-point turn. And I was like, oh. So I'm pretty good. I'm good at it. Like, I feel like I'm good at it. But I always practice doing the 3-point turn in my dad's car, which is a little smaller, lengthwise, I guess you would say. Yeah. But it's around the same height as my mom's. But I took my mom's car that day, and you know, my dad told me to take his car that day, but I was like, no, I want to take my mom's because I practiced more, like, I always drove around in her car. But whenever we were practicing 3-point turn, he was teaching me that. She was more teaching me, like, I guess, like, she was just letting me drive. So I was driving her car, and I would do 3-point turns in his car. And so I took her car that day, being so smart. This time, tomorrow, Wednesday, I will be taking his car because, I don't know, just in case. If that was the problem, we're gonna switch it up. But yeah, so I took my mom's car, and hers is a big minivan. So here's my mom's car, and here's my dad's car. So hers is longer, and so, I mean, that shouldn't be the problem. I feel like you should be able to do it in any car, in my opinion. Like, I feel like that's just how it's supposed to be, but we're just gonna take his car instead. But when I started the 3-point turn, so you know, I went left, then I went backwards, and then I was starting to do the third part, and when I guess I didn't back up enough, or I think she said it was like too wide of a turn, or maybe that was just in general, like I had too wide turns, my turns were too wide, but I don't know what I did that was wrong. I guess I didn't go back enough. But my mom's car has sensors, so it started beeping, and so like when it beeps, it tells you like, okay, you're about to hit it, don't move anymore. That's what it kind of means. So when it beeped, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna move anymore, so I'm gonna start the third turn, the third part. And so when I started that, the wheel, so you know, 4 wheels obviously, the wheel on the right side, the first wheel in the front, went over the curb. And then like literally I didn't hit the brake, like slam the brakes, but because I was slowly letting it go, you know, to turn, but I slowly hit it down and I kind of stopped, and I didn't look over her. Well, actually no, I did look over her. Like I looked over her quickly, and I was like, I quietly, and I know she heard, and that probably just made it worse because I was like, shoot. And then she was like, just continue, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. And so I let go of the brake a little bit, and I was slowly turning us again. And then the wheel in the back on the right side went over the curb too. And then she was like,
oh, 2 wheels.
I don't even remember. She said it so nasty. I don't know. I didn't like the way she said it. That really annoyed me. And she kept saying it too. She was like, 2 wheels, 2 wheels. And I was like, okay, we get it, lady. Like 2 wheels went over. So then that was wonderful. And at the end, she ended up telling me that automatically disqualified me from even getting my license. So, hey, that's cool. I'm great at driving. So then I was like, okay, what do I do now? She was like, all right, go. And so then, I don't remember if this was before or after, honestly, but then we got to an intersection, you know, 4-way stop. And so I was on this side, like in the, I don't know, I was on this side, and then there was a lady on this side. And so we were driving, I saw her driving, and I promise, like, I thought I got there first. The lady says, you know, the instructor was like, no, you didn't get there first, she got there first, you're supposed to let her go. But I had thought I went there first. So when we stopped at the sign, you know, me and the lady looked at each other, and, you know, she wasn't going, I wasn't going, so I was like, okay, then I'm just gonna go, because I'm pretty sure I came first. So then I let go of the brake a little, and we started to move, but then the lady, like, starts going, and she, like, honks at me. Yeah, I think she honked at me. I don't remember. But I swear she honked at me, and then she's like, we both hit the brake again. You know, I didn't slam it, but, you know, because I was slowly letting go of the brake, but then I hit the brake again, and I was like, okay, so why did this lady just do this? Anyways, so that was another thing that, you know, failed me, was that, you know, I basically almost, I guess, cut somebody off, like almost caused an accident, you know, at an intersection. So she was like, okay. So then I had to let the lady pass, and then I looked around again, and I went, and yeah, so then I'm pretty sure after that we went back, and she was like, all right, just park the car. And, you know, I parked the car, and so then she started to tell me everything I did wrong. And I think another one of the things that she was saying was that, like, I didn't look around enough. And that also annoyed me so much, because I thought I was looking around too much. Like, I literally thought I was looking around too much. So when she told me that, I was like, girl, I was breaking my neck for this test. And anyways, that was great. So yeah, she told me all that great stuff. Then at the end, I didn't know this either. Wow, I should really do my research. Oh wait, before I say that, I actually thought in the moment when we parked, I was like, okay, so maybe those like 3 or 4 things that I did wrong, maybe that was like only a little bit of points off. Like, I don't even know, which I should probably search that up before tomorrow. I don't even know what's the most amount of points you can get, what's the most amount of points you can get off. Like, I don't know any of that. So I was like, hopefully that was only a few points off and I'll still pass, because I know you're able to get a few points off. You know, obviously in the end she was like, no, actually, like, going on the curb automatically disqualified you. And I was like, oh, cool. So the thing I didn't know was that you have to pay more every single time you come. Yeah, it's like $30 to come in the second time. So, yay, I have to pay $30 to get it. And hopefully, I hope I pass this time. Then after that, we had to go back inside, which was so fun. I had to get to go back inside and not get my license. I guess she felt bad because, and she knows I literally just love driving. So she was like, you want to drive home? So then I drove home. And again, like, I was never really sad. I don't know, I was just super mad. It was so annoying. But, you know, I'm chill about it. I don't really hate. But that day, I was like, I hate this lady with all my heart. But now I'm just like, whatever. Like, it's her job. She knows what she's doing. She's just trying to, you know, keep the streets safe. You know, you don't want to deal with accidents. You don't know if this little girl, me, will, like, cause an accident. So I'm hoping that, you know, after a month of just taking time to, like, practice again, that I'll do good. Good morning, and now we're on to the vlog part of me getting my license. So it is officially Wednesday, and it's 7:46. So if my voice sounds super raspy, it's because I just, like, woke up like 20 minutes ago, and I've been getting ready. I'm definitely more nervous this time compared to last time. Last time I was a lot more confident. I mean, I had a little bit of nervousness, you know, everybody's a little nervous. But this time I'm like 10 times as nervous as last time because, you know, I've already been, like, denied, I guess you could say. Like, I've already been told, like, no, you're not good at driving, you know. Not literally, but, like, it felt like when she failed me, I was like, no, you're not good at driving. So I'm just a little unconfident, but, you know, I'm saying my prayers, hopefully, and I'll do good on the test. I feel like I'm gonna do good. This time we're taking my dad's car, so hopefully that will help. And yeah, I'm about to go eat breakfast, and then I'll probably just record us driving there. Hey guys, so I'm back in the car. We were there from 8:30 and it's now 12. So we were there for a long time, but I guess it was worth it because now I have my license. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, I hope you enjoyed the story time and then me finally getting my license. So yeah, you should like this, subscribe, and comment something you want to see, a video or something.